vola angela o veteranu ako itabua ako do talitaina na barong na Bula FM nambandu na sere
Bula alang gono ilutoka do talita ka Bula FM berarti nambandu na sere
ni Bula binaka nanreke ngosa Bula FM nga ena kasi
nalang gosa mundu achiwe na Bula FM nambandu na sere nusuri
ni Bula binaka nalang go Jerry yang melambasa do barong na Bula FM
Bula FM number 2 and seri.
In the news tonight, parents urged to behave responsibly. Town and city council fees to be reviewed. And police to beef up festive season operation.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Amrita Sagar.
Children caught up in parental disputes are at risk of emotional and behavioral difficulties that can also lead to loss of lives. Acting Police Commissioner Rusiate Tundravu is urging parents to sort out their differences in a responsible manner after a 26-year-old man allegedly killed his 4-month-old daughter last week. Kelly Vadala reports.
Parental disputes that get out of hand sometimes distract police from their core duties.
Unnecessary deployment of our resources to things that can be managed by other people. Unfortunate that our young ones, our children, babies have been the result of some of the actions being taken by their parents. But it could have been stopped if we are careful enough, if we do our part.
Minister for Women and Children, Merisini Vuniwanga, is calling on parents to be responsible adults.
A lot of times it's emotional trauma that children who witness domestic violence, they live throughout their lives. Again, it's a call out to us as adults to be responsible partners, to be more responsible in the way that we deal with each other.
The acting police commissioner adds parents should reason among themselves rather than having children become victims of violence.
We will do what we can, and we are just requesting members of the public, parents, guardians, try and talk things out.
Meanwhile, the father of the 4-month-old had allegedly returned home heavily intoxicated and was refused entry into the home by his wife. The man is then alleged to have thrown a concrete block at his wife, which instead hit the baby. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
The local government ministry will soon review the fees charged for various services by the municipal councils. With substantial amount of money being spent by the councils on garbage collection, the minister says fees have remained the same for many years and a review is due. Pranita Prakash reports.
Minister Premila Kumar, who visited a few municipal councils over the past weeks, says there is a need to understand the cost of service delivery.
Without money, we cannot function. So on one hand, we have to control any wastage, if there is any, and we have to streamline the system. And on the other hand, we have to also look at how we can increase some of these fees and charges so that we're not running in red.
Kumar says the councils are committed to providing better service, but to remain efficient, they need revenue for various projects.
It is for this reason large sums of money is being given to various municipal councils in building the assets as well as in garbage collection, because if you don't collect the garbage, then the cities and towns, they look very untidy.
Newly appointed Special Administrator Chair for Nasinu Nosori Town Council, Elizabeth Alga, says they will work towards increasing economic growth in the area.
Nasinu Nosori Corridor will be the engine for economic growth, and as special administrators and leaders, we will be game changers.
The local government minister says previously municipal councils were given money in bulk to complete a project. However, they were not able to meet the time frame. Kumar says they have moved away from this and councils are now given money on yearly basis so that money is not tied up in a bank account. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Fiji Police Force is gearing up for a busy few months as the festive season approaches. It's the busiest time of the year for law enforcement agencies as Fijians come out in numbers to maintain safety and security. Edwin Nunn reports.
All the divisions have their deployment plans and people will see heavy police presence over the next 2 months.
Yeah, our presence will increase. The tempo will increase as we come near to the festive season. So we expect the number of police officers, expect that we will continue what we have done in the last few years, just to provide that safety and security so that people can enjoy the festive season. Definitely, you'll see the tempo of operation that will lift in the next month.
Past trends have shown that crimes increase towards the end of the year. Thieves target empty homes while families are away on holiday. Drunk and disorderly behavior spikes, and there are drunk drivers as well.
Police presence, beat patrols, check on highways, nightclubs, drinking spots, picnic areas, all this will be covered.
Police night operations have been active for some time now, and DPC Tundravu is confident this will ensure that Fijians will keep the peace while out and about. The Land Transport Authority has also issued a warning for what is a busy period on the highways. Don't drive drunk, don't speed, and follow all other road rules. LTA Board Chair Vijay Maharaj says road safety is everyone's responsibility. Edwin Nand, FBC News.
With fuel prices to be now reviewed every month instead of once every 3 months, the Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission will continue to keep an eye on unscrupulous traders. Acting Chief Executive Senika Vikachiuta says during the last review, infringement notices were issued to 5 traders, while 2 traders were warned for prosecution. These 2 traders had not changed their prices on time. For this month's price change, a team is already conducting inspections.
FCCC is actually working with the stakeholders in making those necessary changes. However, another few days' time we will do another inspection. Should we see any breaches, then we'll definitely take them to task.
Up ahead, businesses recognized for their excellence. And hundreds enjoy Multicultural Diwali Festival. Details after the break.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, my name is Sotiama here in Ba. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, I'm Miri. I'm from Lotoka and I love Gold FM because they play all my classic hits.
Hi, my name is Fiona from Tavua and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, I'm Ini from Raki Raki. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic.
The Business Excellence Initiative in Fiji has helped more than 70 organizations put in place a robust management system over the past 20 years. Speaking during the Fiji Business Excellence Awards in Nandi last night, President Major General retired Chiochi Konrote commended businesses for continuously punching above their weight. Felipe Naikaso has more.
Businesses were once again recognized and rewarded for excelling in productivity and innovation.
It's most pleasing to note that the organization does not have to be perfect to implement business excellence. In fact, the Business Excellence Framework is a self-assessment tool that assists organizations to identify gaps within their management systems so they are able to implement them well in advance.
President Chiochi Konrote also reminded the business houses present last night on the importance of keeping up with the digital era.
Customers today want a different experience. Service providers who have shorter queues and shorter waiting times are no longer just a luxury, but is expected as the norm.
Meanwhile, JAXO Fiji won the President's Award, becoming the 7th organization in Fiji to win the prestigious award.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank each and every individual team member of the JAXO family and recognize their contribution, passion, and commitment which has led us to our success.
Other winners include Outrigger Fiji Beach Resort, taking out the Achievement in Business Excellence Award, and the Fiji Revenue Customs Service received the Fiji Business in Excellence Award. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
A family is like branches on a tree. They all grow in different directions, yet their roots remain as one. The Blake family reunion held in Suva last night brought together more than 5 generations from 8 nations to learn more about their family roots and celebrate their union. Lena Rees has more.
The descendants of Alexander Blake, an Englishman who married a Tongan woman, is explained as a circle of strength and love, and with every birth and union, the circle grows.
And they had 11 children, and 7 survived. And that 7 is represented here. I wrote a book on Alexander Blake, and when I researched, I felt like I was living his life. And seeing all these cousins all around, it's precious. You can't describe it. Meeting all these people that you never knew before.
This is the second reunion of its kind for the Blake family, who intend to keep the momentum going to keep their families connected.
It's just a wonderful occasion to meet one as a family, and also to be able to have the opportunity to follow the line, see who comes from what line, and talk with these people and meet with them, and some interesting stories have come through.
As for any Pacific Island family, the Blakes hope the love, strength and union they have will be one that will transcend to other families around them. Lena Rees, FBC News.
A huge crowd gathered at the Lambasa Sangam school grounds to be part of the 2019 Multicultural Diwali festival last night. The Northerners had started gathering from 3 p.m. to enjoy the various activities and items put together by the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation's radio programs team. Young and old from as far as Bua, Kortari, Nandovo and Savu Savu joined the FBC family for its annual event to enjoy the fun-filled programs. Apart from the exciting performances by the radio personalities, various groups from the Northern Division sang folk songs and danced, while a group performed a drama on his exile. A Rangoli card and cooking competition was also held at the grounds. Losing her job a few years ago must have been a blessing in disguise, as 39-year-old Rashika Kumar from Lenga Lenga Nandi is now her own boss. In tonight's Successful Fijian, we take a look at the incredible journey of Kumar, who owns a nail shop in Nandi town and says her husband, Shelvin, has been her pillar of strength. Philippe Naikaso with the story.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Perseverance, determination and continuous prayers are just some of the words to describe this couple's success in owning this $40,000 nail and beauty shop in Nandi town.
That was in 2013. Actually, I was working for some other company, and that time when I studied in Vietnam, a few people only knew about nails in Fiji. So I thought to do my own as an entrepreneur. I wanted to do something of my own, and not just for the tourists, but for the local market, for the local people.
Looking back at the humbling days of just 2 garden chairs and a kitchen table used to run the shop, the couple still cannot believe how far they have come. They also credited the assistance of their landlord, who was there during the trying times.
He opened up a shop in 2012 and he gave me to look after, and then later there was lots of girls employed, and then I don't know what went wrong, and then all of a sudden our new management came in, and 3 of us were like thrown out overnight, like on the road, and I didn't know what to do, and I was like, oh Jesus, what is going on? I have put my heart and soul with that, and I mean, like, he gave me the authority to run the shop, and I was like, why? Where did I went wrong? And I was so hurt, and I was crying on the street, the same street where my shop is right now.
Because whatever happened with the uncle's shop, maybe it was a plan of God, because he had a better plan for us, and this is the plan for God. You know, he had this in plan. And
the business now has 5 permanent staff and makes around $7,000 a month from various beauty therapeutic treatment.
In the beginning it was hard for me to adapt, because it's a lady's nature of business, and but the word impossible itself says that I am possible. So, and Roshika behind me, giving me that encouragement and moral support, and even the ladies who walked into the shop, they gave me the courage that being a man, I'm touching their feet and hands and doing all those things. You know, it's inspired me to go furthermore and do studies, even on this nature of business.
The customers come from around the country by either making appointments or just walking in.
We both feel proud that it's the patience, it's the hard work, and it's the blessing of God that we've been faithful, and this steadfast faith in God that has brought us here, and there is more to come actually.
Roshika and Shelvin are now planning to also open up another shop soon. Philip and Ikaso, FBC News.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
And women touch rugby teams recognized. This and more after the break.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatulaloba. और हम सब मिर्ची एफएम सुनता है because it's hot.
Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number one.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है। हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग खाली मिर्ची एफएम सुनता। गोल्ड टाउन तावा में मिर्ची एफएम दागो मामा।
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
After 1995 and 2007, the Springboks have done it again as they crushed England 32 points to 12 in the 2019 Rugby World Cup final last night. South Africa has become the second team to win the Rugby World Cup title 3 times. Springboks captain Siya Kolisi has become a role model for future captains of the South African rugby team as he has inspired sports enthusiasts with his gestures. Kolisi was seen hugging and shaking hands with their Rugby World Cup final opponents, England, who finished second. Meanwhile, the Springboks fans celebrated the win in style all over the world. Well, the All Blacks signed off and sent off their coach and veterans in style after the bronze playoff on Friday night. After 8 years in charge, Steve Hansen coached his last game for the All Blacks. Joining Hansen to leave the team include players like Captain Kieran Reid, Ben Smith, Sonny Bill Williams, Ryan Crotty and Matt Todd. Women in sport are getting more recognition each day and the Fiji Touch Association does not want to lag behind. Hence this year they included 5 women's touch rugby teams for the first time in their tournament that was played at St. Marcelin Primary School in Suva yesterday.
These women need all the exposure they can to sharpen their skills and move up to the next level now that they have the backing of the Fiji Touch Association.
With the current games that we have, we'll be introducing the women's. Probably later on we'll introduce the younger, the age categories from under 17, 16, 18 and upwards. So from that we hope that we'll get some recognition of the sports.
Competitions coordinator Mariah Uluimoala says the association has achieved its goal by including the women's team in the competition.
There's a lot of potential in the world ladies. They've been playing the women's category alone and they are involved in the mixed category as well. And it's the age group that we have for touch rugby. The youngest player is, I think, is a class 6 student.
The first ever women's touch rugby competition was won by the Browning Bombers yesterday. They defeated the Eastern Hawks 9-7 in the final. Faria Begum, FBC Sports.
Nobody is meant to upstage the bride on her wedding day, but the Tongan Rugby League team has done just that and have gotten away with it. Solomon Islands have retained its Oceania Futsal Championship crown and also secured a place in next year's FIFA Futsal World Cup that will be played in Lithuania. The final 24 horses for the 2019 Melbourne Cup have been named, and Caulfield Cup winner Mer de Glaise, who is currently favourite, has been drawn in Barrier 2. Nearly half the field, which is 11 out of the final 24, are overseas trained gallopers. Top Australian trainer Chris Waller will try to win the Cup for the first time with Youngster and Finch. Grant's Betting House General Manager Vijendra Sundar says they are ready to roll.
Looking at the field, it's most of the horses are from overseas. So the chances of overseas horses to win this Melbourne Cup.
Canelo Alvarez has recorded his 36th technical knockout win after defeating Sergey Kovalev in a boxing bout this afternoon. Today, mostly cloudy conditions prevailed over the country. Now we take a look at the west. Generally cloudy and fine conditions, a mix of both. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, there was mostly cloudy with cool temperatures. You can expect the evening showers to continue in some places. And similar conditions were experienced up in the north, cloudy, cloudy, cloudy. Now at sea, moderate to fresh southeast winds, gusty at times, rough seas are forecast. The next high tide will be at 12:35 tomorrow morning, with low tide at 7:10 a.m. Sunrise will be at 5:26. Looking at tomorrow, similar cloudy conditions are forecast for the major centers, and as for Tuesday, it will be mostly fine weather. Recapping the main stories, parents urged to behave responsibly, town and city council fees to be reviewed, and police to beef up festive season operation. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Onto our poll question segment. This week we're asking, should heavier jail terms be given for parental negligence? You can visit our FBC website to answer. Well, do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
Natango merea maramani waya manatu sawa awetikitunde nandi ya ndo marata kana baronga na radio fijuan
yawa asna vatili yawa maga monika tondo baronga vale bunar domai biti lambasa
bula natango aprosana ngarse ngor kraki do televe ona baronga na radio fijuan na domai biti natango tsani bukia ngoni na mosi ando taleta kana baronga na radio fijuan na domai biti su
Radio Fijuan na domai